Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 in this best out of 3. You're watching the GEST Dota 2, and we are already in the semifinals. If you slept, you missed it all. Of course, VODs will be available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BeyondTheSummit.tv. But we've only cast selected games. There are a lot of other streams going on. The other semifinals probably started by now, so if you want to check that out, head over to Gosu Gamers or Team Liquid, and there's probably stream links for you there. But the tournament going very quickly, the draft as well. So with that being said, let's dive into it. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. I'm joined here today by Statsman Bruno. And, well, we just watched Orange stomp NeoES.Indonesia. Not really a huge surprise. And NeoES is going to basically take the draft that Orange did last game. They first picked the Rubik. This time it was Orange who did it last time around. And Orange responds by taking the same two heroes that NeoES picked. So a complete role reversal here.
This looks like one of your Fistful of Tangos matchups, where first you play with the hero, then you play with the heroes the opponent played, and it seems to be going that way. At least NeoES knew better and banned the Chen, because they knew that Chen went out of control really fast. He got a very early Arcane Boots and Mech, and it was crucial. It was crucial. I think every hero was really crucial in that game.
And I'm
such a stump.
Yeah, it's just such a... Orange has found so many different heroes that have good synergy for this 5-man push. That's what we keep on seeing from them. Heroes from Pugna to Juggernaut. I mean, it's not like they've discovered them for the first time ever, but they've incorporated them all into their lineups and they feel quite comfortable. But the Chen is sort of that mainstay that really gives that extra punch and oomph to their push. So I wonder if they're going to adjust their strategy, go for something different. They've picked two heroes in the Mag and Shadow Demon who are okay at pushing, but not amazing, certainly. They don't have anyone who can really rush a mech unless the Mag dominates his lane, but there aren't that many... Darkseer is not an easy matchup for him, and even the Luna can do quite well 1v1, so they go for the Leshrac, and, well, I guess it could be one of their farmers. We saw it played as a support last game, though.
Yeah, I mean, this game is stiff. I don't know, man. I was going to agree with you, but then I remember Shadow Demon and Leshrac in a lane. Just put any other hero there and you have free farm. Just because that combination of disruption into stun into whatever is so powerful that those two heroes can zone out everyone. And if you get a decent pushing carry, like you say, like a Juggernaut or something, that Leshrac can easily turn into just a very strong pushing machine. And it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, the thing is, Darkseer, if he goes off lane, is just as easy to kill as pretty much any other hero. Shadow Demon, Leshrac, that combo, plus one other stun or just burst, something that does a lot of damage, like maybe a Blade Fury, can pretty much bring the Darkseer down while he's trying to cast Surge and run away, especially at the early levels. So we may just see him start off in the jungle. It could also be a solo mid Darkseer, who actually does quite well against Magnus, should have at least the edge in the lane in terms of rune control. You can't shut down the Mag's farm, but you can... get the advantage early on. If they do that, though, who goes to the offlane? And if they want to abandon it, what are they going to do as far as jungling goes? These are the sorts of questions that are probably going through Neo's heads now. What they're worried about is Mushi's hero, because that has not been picked. He's not going to play the Mag. That'll probably be Ohio, maybe KYXY who does it. And so Mushi's heroes are all being banned. Anti-Mage, Phantom Lancer. He hasn't played Phantom Lancer. He hasn't played Anti-Mage, but these are just the hard carries that, well, he could play. And I guess the ones that they don't want to see him playing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. Anti-Mage is...
just annoying carries.
Yeah, exactly. And Phantom Lancer, I know how people... It's really funny. I read Reddit a lot, and people are saying that Phantom Lancer is imbalanced now, and it's imbalanced, and no one can stop him.
I don't know. I don't really buy that.
I don't think so, but... I mean, it is really impressive to see a level 25 with full items, Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, then he's pretty hard to stop.
Exactly. But I mean, if you let him go there, then your game plan probably was not solid enough.
Yeah, and a big part of Phantom Lancer's success has really been Keeper of the Light. He's not a bad hero without him, but not having Keeper of the Light, and also if your opponents have Shadow Demon, then you're suddenly a lot less scary in the game. So... well, what are they going to go for? I'm really curious what Orange picks. It might be something different than we saw the Juggernaut before. Dragon Knight kind of works with their strategy, and he's also tanky enough to deal with Luna. There's also a Lifestealer in the pool, and an offensive trial with Shadow Demon, Leshrac, Lifestealer versus a Luna. You can just butcher the Luna over and over and over. They could try and send her mid to dodge it. Yep, they're going to go Lifestealer
you called
now.
it. Yeah, I mean, that trialing is so strong. You can kill anything. I mean... The only hero from the other lineup that can survive this is Queen of Pain. But you're not going to put a Queen of Pain against that lineup because it's pretty much a waste of a hero.
Yeah, she might not die, but she's not farming, and she's unlikely to even get levels. So
Yeah.
I don't know. This is gonna be hard. Where do you lane the Luna? If you put her mid, then they'll probably have the Lifestealer having a pretty easy time. He does fine versus a Darkseer with just a little bit of pooled regen and a little bit of help early on. So they can roam with the Shadow Demon Leshrac a lot, and then they can still kill the Luna if she goes mid. And I mentioned Luna mid because we've seen some other Asian teams do that. We've seen it in Europe a handful of times, I think. Not a whole lot, though. At least not that I've seen.
But if you put the Luna mid, then the Queen of Pain has to go safe lane.
Yeah, I guess. And I mean, either way, it's not easy choices as far as the laning stage goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the lanes are pretty predictable right now. There's not too much versatility in NeoES.Indonesia's draft. They could maybe swap Darkseer and the Queen of Pain, but again, offlane Queen of Pain, she won't die, but she won't get any levels. If you put Luna mid, then you have to. I don't know. It's
like
it's
I think
right
that the sticking point is where do you put the Luna? It just doesn't feel like there's any good places to put her right now because of this Lifestealer pick.
Well, I mean, if you're assuming that they're going an aggressive trialing.
Well, you have to assume they could. I mean, that's the thing is you don't know what they're gonna do, but you have to be worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going aggressive trialing, the Rubik and Luna will have a really hard time, and that's maybe why they're thinking about this third support hero. They need something that can control, that can help them if they initiate on the Shadow Demon disruption into Leshrac stun into open wounds. But I mean, Jakiro is really good for that, but it's not working because it's banned. So they decide to go for Enigma instead. And that's pretty interesting because maybe. Yeah.
I guess they're abandoning the offlane. They're gonna. Well, this is kind of a way to deal with the tri-lane. If you have the Enigma jungling and he's fairly close to the tri-lane, he can potentially help save the Luna. But he won't be able to do that at the first few levels. It'll only be once he hits level 3 or 4, at which point, often the damage is already done.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to see, honestly.
5 seconds
I guess
remaining.
it could be Darkseer offlane. We could see the Queen of Pain going mid, Enigma jungle. But that's just such a weak lane, and they're looking.
Yeah,
they're expecting.
They're going aggressive.
Yeah, they're going aggressive. They're expecting the Necro versus Darkseer 1v1, and that's a matchup that is actually kind of tough for the Necrolite, but he can still get a lot more than you might expect out of the lane.
Yeah. The Necro can still win that matchup. If he goes for a couple points on Sadist, some people say that at one point in Heart's Upper Aura is still good. I don't know.
I know Bulba really believes in that. Well, no, I think he said like situationally it can be good anyway. But I mean, it's nice just to kind of provide that constant harassment to your opponent. But I really think maxing Sadist is the way to go because the heal spam is where Necrolite gets his stayability, and it's going to be Mushi playing the Necrolite. This is it doesn't feel like a Mushi hero, but overall their composition is pretty strong if they can get their items and levels up early on.
5 seconds
Remember last time
remaining.
they did this and then they traded heroes left and right, so...
Yeah, well, who else would Mushi play? I guess maybe the Lifestealer.
Yeah. But no, Ohio is playing the Lifestealer now. Wow.
Ohio in the tri-lane, so they're actually sending KYXY mid, which is... I mean, just
Yeah.
showing this team is comfortable mixing things up. They are up one game. So, guys, this is a best out of 3. The winner of this series moves on to the grand finals for this edition of the GEST Dota 2. And quickly, we'll introduce the challengers. It's NeoES.Indonesia. They're down 0-1 right now, but they're not out of this fight just yet. CL on the Luna, going for the early Tranquil Boots. Black Diamond on the Rubik with Sentries picked up. R9 on the Enigma with Observers. Looks like he will be just hanging out in the jungle. Well, he's got a set of tangos, actually, so maybe he'll try and go to the lane. Queen of Pain rushing a bottle. She's going to be going mid. Darkseer heading to the off lane. So we are going to see that Darkseer versus Necrolite 1v1 matchup. And if Darkseer is just creep skipping, Necrolite will get farm. Has he been pulled, actually? Let me double check. No, has not been pulled. Which is something that can really help him deal with having to tank the creeps early. But with the Arena Protection, should be okay. And then we have Orange on the other side.
Orange, Shadow Demon support being played by Net. He has the wards. The other support, Extinct, playing Leshrac. KYXY, this time going mid, he usually goes for the offlane, playing the
30
Magnus.
seconds to battle.
On the Lifestealer, you'd expect to see Mushi, but no, Ohio is going there. So Ohio is going to be playing the hard carry, and Mushi solo safe lane with the Necrolite, a hero that I particularly really like, and it's not picked as much. Because, you know, I mean, you have to have
Oh,
this
this is
perfect composition for that.
Yeah, it's a very interesting kind of unseen hero. They're going for the exact same first blood strategy they did earlier today. This observer ward, park behind the tower, will spot the Luna. The Luna, if she gets any closer, she'll probably die here. Oh, open. Oh no, actually, sorry.
Wow.
Net's dewarding right now. They're not going in. Oh, Net. If he had just waited a few seconds longer, would have probably gotten the first blood, but went to deward.
Yeah.
This is something they've executed twice in a row now. This is clearly like a first blood strategy they really believe in. Oh, and he's got a sentry ward the small camp. Sad Enigma. But sad Net as well. Dead Net.
Net might die here. He will die. It's really nice that the Luna got the last hit, because you always want that. But the only downside here is that Enigma's killed level 1 Malefice.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pull the small camp before he can really do anything, and he's got to also
They blocked
deward
the small camp as well, just because they were there fighting. So he's not going to be able to stack, so he's not going to be able to get that quick level 2. So
actually, I think this is out of blocking range. They're the dire ward, so I think it'll stack after this. Yeah.
Yeah, it stacks. But I mean, they were fighting right next to the camp, so they actually blocked them with the
well, Shadow Demon also placed the sentry there as well, but yeah. Either way, it'll slow down the Enigma a little bit. He'll just have to pull a few times. Extinct lurking at the trees, looking for the split earth. Not going to find it just yet. R9 running right in and still standing there and trying to fight for a little bit. Nice lift on the lifesteal. That's the one you got to be worried about, but doesn't even matter in the end. They really need a double lift there so the stun doesn't fly out.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, Rubik only gets one lift, so immediate. I was gonna say this lane gets harder for Orange with that kill, but I mean, Enigma feeding one right back. That's gonna pretty much even the score. Luna will have her early boots if she hasn't bought any yet.
Well, maybe she's waiting for... She can't use the courier until
the bottle comes out.
Yeah. And now she can get the tranquil boots and it'll be much easier. But even then...
The thing is, they probably... I mean, not at level 1, but once they at level 2, they can probably still kill her anyway. She's already level 3, but out of mana right now. So won't be able to spam the Lucent Beam for harassment or killing. So let's look at the bottom lane, since the action is not really going on too much. Darkseer is not creep skipping, he's just sitting in the lane throwing ion shells out. And generally what you want to do in this matchup is just creep skip so that you can easily farm behind the tower, you don't have to take harassment from the Necrolight's Death Pulse. And we'll see if he does it at some point, but there's no reason not to be doing it now, especially because Orange is aggressive tri-laning. You know that you're not going to get ganked doing this without a TP.
Exactly, and also it was really interesting now, Necrolight is level 4, but at level 3 he had 2 points in Sadist, just 1 point in Death Pulse. It's like he knew he was not going to use it anyway, so that extra point in Sadist helped him regen faster against this creep tanking strategy.
Oh, this reminds me of that Net reveals the tango through. This reminds me of that. I was actually just thinking about that game from Zenith at TI2 against LGD.
TI2, yeah.
Where they tangoed through the trees. Lumi called it the Harriet Tubman's Train to Freedom or something like that, which slightly butchered the Underground Railroad, but the sentiment was there.
Yeah. Anyways, oh, Net initiated there. The stun will not come. But
the lift is
nice
there, though.
lift.
I don't think Ohio can actually get this kill. There's a Malefice to turn this around a little bit. Still diving the Luna is wisely going to back off now. But Enigma forced to help support the lane, and that's not what you want. Darkseer is now creep skipping. I guess a little bit more confident that supports her in the top lane. And the one lane we haven't looked at, the mid lane. KYXY 22-6, Queen of Pain 11-2. XLR8 is just getting smashed in this lane.
And it's a lane where she should not be getting smashed at all, because Queen of Fame should have an easy lane against a Magnus. The problem is, I think, rune control. For some reason, she isn't getting the runes, she's forced to Battle Crow.
Well, she doesn't have any wards.
Yeah, that's also the
Rubik
thing.
is sitting... Is he sitting on... He placed the one. I guess he got dewarded.
Yeah, he got one dewarded here, the one that Net missed the kill because...
Oh, yeah, right before the creep spawn.
Yeah.
And then Net went on his wild little goose chase.
Exactly. Well, now she has a haste rune, at least.
Dire's middle
So she's going to hit level 6 before that haste rune expires, and maybe with that, she can go for a kill at top lane?
Yeah, I mean, this is a hard lane to kill, though, because there's Disruption and there's Rage. Oh, they're going to lift Net towards the tower. through the trees, just out of range of a tower shot. May die anyway. One more attack from Luna would bring him down, but instead he's running. Rubik gets the kill on the Shadow Demon. Now the chase goes onto the Luna. CL in trouble, lives with one hit. It looks like will survive. Queen of Pain charges in, head full of steam. Scream on one. Will he ult? Looking for the line. Oh, he doesn't have the ult yet, sorry. Actually, he rotated just before he got it. He's only level 5. The Malefice and Lifesteal, he doesn't have Monitor Rage. Still running, still chasing. Midget Blink forward. Now the disruption, they will get extinct. Can they dive onto Ohio? He's trying to tango through. He does have 2 more. He doesn't want to use them all. In the end, Queen of Pain rotates all the way top and the Enigma again, and they only get the Leshrac. Honestly, almost a win, or at least a break even for Orange. That's a big investment just to kill a tri-lane support.
Well, I mean, they got some extra farm from the Luna now. Luna is going to be more comfortable. The support's level, Shadow Demon is still level 2, while Rubik is level 3. And, well, Enigma is actually level 3 as well. He's a little bit under farm.
Yeah, that's like his third, that's especially the Enigma. That's like his 3rd time coming to the lane.
And it's kind of sad because this Enigma doesn't have...
Oh! KYXY goes for the strut in an RP Queen of Pain and just whips it.
Oh, I missed it.
Reminiscent of Mushi's RPs. I don't think Orange needs a mag player because they just don't seem to. They don't seem to have anyone who's really comfortable in the hero.
Yeah. Speaking of Mushi is now having a lot of fun in that bottom lane.
Darkseer, but once again back into the lane. I saw he's creep skipping earlier. He came back to sit in the front of the lane. I guess he went shopping, and that's why. Now he's going to start creep skipping again. We may see a TP scroll at some point on the Shadow Demon and the Leshrac. Well, maybe not. The Shadow Demon, he's very poor. And he really needs his boots.
Well, he still has to be careful, even with the creep skipping, because, I mean, he's at 600 HP now. If he gets to, say, 400, just one Death Pulse and an ultimate can kill him.
Yeah, he's got a little bit less to worry about because RP is on cooldown, but if any sort of follow-up is there, like the Shadow Demon Disruption, he's definitely going to die. The nice thing you could do is the offlane Darkseer is not only backstab the creeps, do the creep skipping, but also farm their pull camp so that you actually get more farm than any other hero really can out of the lane. So
pretty much.
Yeah, he's been doing that a little bit, and he's not pulling ahead of Mushi in spite of that. He's still actually a little bit behind, just about 100 gold or so. And Mushi, mech is out. He's got a mech at 7 minutes.
That's pretty impressive.
He is still a bit squishy, and they've got a lot of stuns, so... I mean, he's not guaranteed to be able to get this mech off. They do have the disruption to make sure he can, but really comes down to the positioning for that.
Yeah, oh, Darkseer has to be careful. He just ran out of mana. He doesn't even have mana for search. Now he has. I mean, Mushi can... I insist, Mushi can just go and do Death Pulse and Reaper Scythe into him.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have boots, though, is the issue. So he's going to have to waddle up to a Darkseer and just surge away. Or even walk away until he's got boots.
Pretty much.
Okay, we have to back up top again. They still haven't realized this Observer Ward is here. This is really hurting them. It's been up for a while now.
Yeah, nothing's happening. They're not getting any kill. Now they put Lane Ward. They're going to try and make a push on this tower. They should be able to get this tower unless...
There's no Eclipse, the Black Hole's not even close, and there's RP up. So yeah, this tower is forfeit.
Pretty much. Darkseer has no mana to actually go there. He has no wall either, so even if he goes, nothing will happen. It's kind of complicated. The good trade is that Queen of Pain is getting levels on free farm mid. But then again, she's just level 7. And not too much her name.
Yeah.
Null Talisman?
Yeah, quite far. Oh, does Mag actually have his blink yet? No, 1400 gold. Sorry, no blink yet, but getting pretty close. And this is after wasted his RP earlier, not really having that big of an impact. Just
Enigma is so dead.
So well.
Enigma is so dead.
Oh, he's running into net right now. There's the ward placed down, the Soul Catcher Disruption, and just one Shockwave over half his health. Oy, oy, oy. I think the lightning there as well might have hit at the same moment, but so much damage.
Yep.
And I mean, this is sort of what you thought, you know, NeoES would have liked to do last game when they saw Enigma and Chen. This game you see an Enigma and a Luna, which is just pretty weak in the laning stage, and, well, it's being punished. This is exactly how you play against this kind of greedy draft.
Pretty much. And Mushi, oh, it's now going to be ganked. No, lack of communication. They surge, but Queen of Pain stays there. He doesn't blink. They're waiting for the Rubik. The Rubik is approaching, but now Mushi knows something's up, and
Dyer's
he's going to
middle
play
tower.
really,
I
really
wonder
defensive.
why this Darkseer is surging
Dyer's
directly at me.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, gee.
It is a mystery.
Also,
They also
good luck
have to have a
trying kill
TP
him.
on the mag. No, they don't. They actually, shockingly, do not have a TP on the mag. Mushi does have his ult. He will... No, sorry, not his ult, but his heal up. Menigma comes in, doesn't have Black Hole. Almost finds the kill the Lifestealer does. Not quite. Heal on 2. Mushi's going to head back to base. Wow, if mag was there with the TP, that is 3 or 4 heroes dead. I mean,
Pretty much.
they're very squishy.
Then again, Death Pulse plus mech
Radiant's
so
bottom
early. He
tower
just
is
pretty
under
much healed
attack.
all of his life.
Dyer's middle tower
Another tower
has
given up
fallen.
uncontested. They do have Eclipse now, at least, but still no Black Hole.
Yeah.
Saddest
We'll see
Enigma
what
you'll
happens.
ever see. This guy.
Radiant's bottom tower
I'll tell you,
That's-
it's not his birthday, Bruno. It's
No,
definitely
no,
not.
not at all. Not at all. But he'll soon get level 6 and something will happen. He has boots, he has Soul Ring. I mean, he's really far away from his Blink Dagger. But it's okay. He can still be influential once he hits level 6. At level 5, not so much.
I wonder what Enigma would do. Enigma looks like a Starship Trooper. Just looking at these beams of light flying out of his eyes. Quan Ji is going to beat a hasty retreat out of the jungle. Luna now will return to the lane. They have some observers up, but they're playing fairly deep in their own jungle, so they're not going to help if she gets ganked. Orange ahead by 3k gold, 1k experience. Nothing that can't be surmounted for Neolution. And Darkseer's actually rushing a pipe over the mech. I assume they expect the Enigma to build the mech, but it's going to be a while
Quite a
before
while.
they do.
Yeah, and this bottom tower, can they even defend it? They have...
Dyer's bottom
So be
tower
that-
is
but-
under attack.
This is the third tower they're just giving up.
Yeah, I mean, they got one in exchange bottom lane when they were pushing mid tower, but still... With Enigma being level 5, what can you
Radiant's
do?
middle tower
He's
is
level
under
6,
attack.
and he's got a
Oh.
bracer and a wand. GG.
Yes!
Dyer's bottom
GG,
tower
that's all
has
you need.
fallen.
Boy, he's poor.
He is really poor.
I mean, starting
And
off
Moshi is really
with
rich.
Malefice really hurts you. The warding in the jungle, the constant attempting to help the top lane really hurts you. It's not really all the Enigma's fault. It's not to say that he's played horribly, but it's just sort of the way the game is developed. The weakness of Luna in the laning stage kind of needed that help.
Well, it was all the fact that he had to skill Malefice for the level 1, and that threw him off really bad. They blocked the easy camp as well at the 30-second spawn, so his game plan was severely changed after that. He ran out of clarities, he had to resort to pulling and then just trying to help into the lane, and you don't want to do that as an Enigma. As an Enigma, you want to have at least 5 minutes of uncontested jungle farm, so that then you can make things happen after the 5-minute mark.
Mushi is just a siege tank at this point. Has the Soul Ring and the mech, just can constantly heal spam, push the wave, harass the opponents. If they don't burst him down, they are so screwed in the fight. I guess the good news is they have a lot of burst between Luna, Leshrac, who's, or Rubik, who's going to hit 6 soon, and of course the Queen of Pain. But Queen of Pain's only level 8, so still behind on the levels. Blink Dagger up on KOX, but he's got a smoke. We're probably going to see a 4 or 5-man smoke right now. Ohio going mid with the drums. They may even head towards mid. That's what Ohio wants, I believe. As he
I'm
drops.
actually impressed. Oh,
RP, Justin Quan Ji probably will die here. The split earth. Yep, they got him. Was an expensive kill, though. Okay, will they push without RP? It looks like they will.
they can, of course they can. Because they still have
Well, there is...
Mech Arcane Soul
That's
Ring
true.
Necrolyte.
That's true. They do have a black hole. They do have a Luna ult and a Queen of Pain ult, but with the item advantage, they're just not even going to try to contest it.
Yep. And that tower is melting. Again, this is the game of uncontested towers.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Well, that one at least they got to kill first. The other ones, 5 heroes were alive, and then just, we'll let it go. We'll defend at the base. Then 5 towers later, we'll defend at the throne. 2 towers
Well, the
later,
name of-
we'll
the name of
defend
the
next
game
game.
There's no next game if you lose this one.
That's the problem.
Neolution, get your act together. Start doing the thing you do. And Orange is waiting eagerly. They have 4 heroes waiting just next to the secret shop. Waiting for the Darkseer. Oh, hello.
A wild Mushi appears suddenly in the middle. I wonder if he's got backup. Rita Payne's gonna find out. She's gonna find out the hard way. Gets disrupted. If the Split Earth hits, she should die. No, too
No.
late on it.
Too really late.
Now they lift him, throw him
The
back.
lift of Mushi.
He's got the mech and the wand. You got it. You can't underestimate how tanky he is, but he's got to use them now. He will use both. Eclipse comes through, kills him off anyway. Nobody else was there to tank it, and even if they did, it may have just cost his entire team their lives. So Mushi drops. RP cooling down in 30 seconds. No buyback from Mushi just yet. He doesn't have it, actually. Leshrac hides in the trees, goes for a splitter. It could have been a huge snipe, but instead, unable to get the splitter off, will die in the end. Now KYXY comes in one by one. They're getting picked off. We saw this last game where Orange just got a little sloppy, and they're fighting without Ohio, who says, screw you guys. I want some creeps. Sanj is up. He's getting fat, but his team is feeding in the meantime.
Sanj is up. Really? Really? Why wouldn't you go for an armlet? I mean, Sanj is for me is like the defensive version of the armlet, right? You go for Sanj if you're going for Heaven's Halberd. I guess you can go for Rush Heaven's Halberd against the Luna, but I mean, Luna's right-clicking power comes later into the game, and by that time she'll have a BKB. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a solid first item for me.
Maybe he just likes the way the armlet accents his disgusting jaw. I'm entirely sure.
That could be something.
He's got a very nasty, he's got a serious underbite. Anyway, Ohio charges in with a splitter hits this time, and that's a dead Queen of Pain.
Yeah,
I mean, she's just prey.
it is really, really hard to avoid that. An Enigma, he has a black hole, yes, but he hasn't used it yet.
They have a pipe. I mean, the issue is the lifesteal starting to come into play now, and
Another tower that was pretty much uncontested. Yeah, there was a peak off on the Queen of Pain, but after the peak off, no one decides to actually do anything. So it's 5 now. And they can even go for high ground, because, yeah, they have the necklight there. Mech up, casual vitality booster, maybe he's going for Atos. The wall is dropped, but not much will be...
in the Neolution prophecies, it was foretold that they would give up exactly 5 towers and then fight gloriously to an amazing victory. Well, the 5 towers are gone, so it's time for that amazing victory to come.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, this is not a good way to start that victory. Oh, no. Oh, poor R9. Skewered. All set up by this Observer Ward, by the way. Skewered back at the entire enemy team. There's an Eclipse, but it's only level... Oh, no, sorry, no Eclipse. Actually, it's on cooldown. Rubik will dry. Mushi gets a double. Wants some more. On the back lines comes the Queen of Pain. Promptly, there's a 2-hero RP and a Skewer and a Splitter. And a lot of freaking damage. Quanji vacuums them up. And they're saying, okay, we'll kill you then. Triple for Mushi. 4 heroes dead. Even if they had Eclipse, I don't think it matters. Lifesteal was farming creeps. Ohio was once again not involved in a fight. I think he decided to take a game off, have a snack, stretch his legs, maybe get a massage. Yeah. He'll come back for the grand finals tomorrow.
I'll go for Sanj so I can make creeps slower. I don't even care.
Because they're gonna run from me because I'm a scary zombie man.
Yep.
I actually miss in Dota 1 how Lifestealer was a creep.
Exactly.
That was really nice. That was a big advantage for him as a hero.
Yeah, because you could walk next to the other creeps. Of course, you had the color. You were not just green, but...
I mean, it was a lot hard. Like, even then, like, especially if you're just not really paying attention. It wasn't like his whole hero was green, you know, it's just like a stripe.
Did you actually play the old Lifestealer?
The old, yes, the very old one.
Very old
he was the hardest carry in the game for a while.
Yes, by far. I think the only way you could stop him was with the troll, because of the blind. But then again, he had a 30-second BKB.
Yeah, his old ultimate was just freaking ridiculous. His ult used to be Rage, and it had just an outrageous duration. His passive, what it stacked, right? And it slowed opponents increasingly with every auto attack, I think. And what was his? He had some other steroid skill. I forget what it was.
Yeah, he had Fist. He had a movement and attack speed passive. He had a slowing passive, an attack speed and
he's basically he's sort of like an new and improved version of Faceless Void, I guess. Like just lots and lots of steroid skills and
yeah. I mean, if you want to compare, he had Lycan's passive. He had free Scatty, and he also had Fist. And then, as an ultimate, a 30-second BKB. 30 seconds, man.
If you can't get the job done in 30 seconds, I got news for you.
Yeah, you're not getting the job done at all.
Pretty much. So
I love the Luna just saying, okay, I'm going to trade my base for this tier 2 tower. I can do it. She can't actually do it.
She can do it. I believe in this Luna. But top lane, the push comes in. KYXY just chilling in plain view, ushering everyone away. Lifestealer goes in onto Quanji, who pipes, but to what end? RP just on the Rubik promptly, and KYXY gets eclipsed. RP was not stolen, fortunately. A pretty awful RP, but, well, they get out in relatively short order. No big loss, all things considered. Could have been Rex, but he just wanted to go.
They got the tower, at least, and that's an important thing, because now those Ruxes are undefended, and if you want to push some other lane, well, there's always the risk of them coming and pushing and getting those quick Ruxes. Carry a TP, boys.
Don't leave home without one. As LGD would say, always come prepared.
Yep.
Here comes Nat. No. There he goes. Moshe is getting really fat. 5-1-2, 120 CS. He's actually keeping up with the lifesteal in terms of CS. He's way ahead in terms of net worth. I gotta say, I feel part of this was the Darkseer not being aggressive. Oh, there's the Purge. Luna, no BKB. Dead. Luna. Dead.
Mushi gets the last hit anyways, even though he whiffs the Reaper Scythe.
Riddle me this. How do you whiff a Reaper Scythe? What the hell?
Well, you calculate for the kill, and then it's 50 HP less or something like that.
It's just a funny word to use to describe it.
Yeah, I know.
I guess if you click on a creep, that's if you pull a blitz and just doom a creep.
Yeah.
A Reaper Scythe.
That can happen.
That's how you really whiff one.
Yeah.
Although Reaper Scythe can only target heroes apparently, so well.
Really?
That's what it says on the ability.
No. Well,
Oh,
at least I remember.
affects enemy heroes. Okay.
Yeah.
Ability.
I remember
unit.
doing the Greeveling, people using Reaper Scythe to get the Greevils.
Oh, does it work on them?
Yeah, I mean, at least it worked on the neutral creeps from the Greeveling, so I'm assuming
Yeah, I
it
thought it worked on creeps, but I was just hovering over it and it said effects, but that's different from ability.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
don't know.
they're pushing again, Bruno. Can they do it this time? There's a 4-step and a blink up on Mag. Should be the easiest initiation of his life. They tried to lift Mushi up over the cliff, but he's not really the one you want to bring into the fight. He's very hard to kill at this point. 13 armor, ultimate orb, vitality booster, full magic wand, mechanism, and of course Death Pulse. Now the man up onto Enigma, who's got to turn a black hole. I don't even think his buyback. He will black hole. Barely on HP. Reaper Sight down. Doesn't even matter. Vacuumed into the wall, but to what end? They're all still at full HP. And now the Rex will fall. I mean, just nothing this Enigma can do. If he had black holed right away, it wouldn't have mattered. Mushi still could have ulted him.
Yeah. I mean, he had like, what, 100 HP left?
When he finally went, I mean, I guess it was worse, but...
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
They got the Ruxys and now they're moving towards mid. Oh, that Luna is in a world of trouble right now.
That's a 4-shot. Nope, that's not a 4-shot. She wands up. We'll get away. KYXY 4-step backwards. Still has the skewer and the blink RP. Yeah, by the way, we haven't seen a blink RP during this 5-man. Kind of unusual, but, well, they're doing it. And I don't think...
saving it.
Yeah, after last time, I think it's for the best. KYXY is saving it. Man up again on the Enigma. This time he's surging away.
The good thing about that Enigma is he responds so fast.
Yeah, he's very good at running. The problem is your Enigma should not be running when your base is under siege. RP on 2, on 3, catches the ball, skewers the back, into the infest, into the Lucid Beam. Well, the Lucid Beam thrown out, rather, and, well, the heroes will drop. Melt, 4 heroes dead, 2 lanes of Rex. Orange are going to take this series, Bruno. I do so in convincing fashion. Unfortunately for NeoES.Indonesia, they were just outclassed today. It just really never felt like they had a shot.
No, they weren't even close. I mean,
Dire's middle barracks.
yeah, that Enigma just couldn't get anything. The Luna got some farm, but not as much farm as the Lifestealer and the Necrolite. It was really tough. Also, the Queen of Pain lost the mid lane against the Magnus, which shouldn't happen. Anyways, congratulations to Orange, I guess. They're going to the finals. Do they have an opponent yet?
I don't think so. I believe the other final... Well, I can actually check the brackets right now. I may miss some fountain camping doing so, but I think that's okay. It's Hirosh versus ABC. So the Singaporean Hirosh. For some reason, I was confusing them with another team that's Indonesian. But no, they're from Singapore. They're playing Winter's team, ABC, with TFG and Ling. And I have no idea who's winning in that series right now. I think Dota Talk is probably streaming it. You can definitely find the other streams on Ghost 2 Gamers, maybe on Team Liquid as well, in the streams list. So if you guys want to watch the rest of the GEST action for today, be sure to check those games out. But since we're already well into this series, I don't want to jump into that one in the middle. We have Star Ladder coming up. I will be casting those games. I think Winter's going to join me later. I don't know if it'll be available for the first one. Would you want to stay around for that, Bruno, or do you have beautiful women to court?
I have many beautiful women, but they can come later. I actually have to grab lunch real fast, and we'll talk depending on when the Star Ladder starts. So we'll talk in a bit and see if I can stay.
Thank you for casting with me, Bruno. Any shout-outs,
pleasure.
any words of wisdom to the young folks out there?
As usual, shout out to everyone from Beyond the Summit. You're doing a great job. Shout out to Lumi, which I haven't talked to in a while, but I'm going to cast with you hopefully anytime soon. And that's it.
Well,
Hey, Argentina, I'm in Sweden.
and on that note, guys, be sure to follow Bruno, twitter.com/statsmanbruno. As for me, twitter.com/LDDota. Thank you all for tuning in. That wraps it up for today's GEST Dota 2 coverage. Tomorrow, we will come back with the grand finals, but we're not done casting for today. Now we turn our attention towards Euro. That's right. Star Ladder is coming up. I'll be casting as much of those games as I can, probably all of them. I think there's a total of 4 matches. Bruno may join me for the first one, but after that, I think Winter will cast. So that starts tomorrow at 19 SGT. The grand finals will be played Orange versus the winner of Hirosh versus of the winner of the game between Hirosh and Team ABC, which is Winter's team. That'll be tomorrow at 19 SGT. It'll be best out of 5, so stay tuned for that. After tomorrow, we'll know who's taking home that. I think it's $1,000 for first place and $500 for second. So thank you all for tuning in. Stay tuned. Star Ladder coming up.